The private equity industry is starting to really pay attention to and change when it comes to gender equality. I think there's been an awareness raising that was probably overdue. Now finding the solutions to that and really changing it is a different story, but I think every firm that we meet with and are invested with is at least talking about this issue internally. I've had the luxury at Pantheon of working with an organization where gender diversity and diversity in general was just always part of our DNA and part of the equation. We had a very strong female co-founder, Carol Kennedy. We love bringing in people from other organizations that have new ideas and new ways of doing things, and I think that culture overall has fostered great diversity, and particularly gender diversity. In the early to mid-90s, private equity wasn't really an industry. It was a kind of cottage organization of small LBO funds that were really just developing what is now a very significant asset class. There was really a need to look at why aren't there more women in private equity at the senior levels in the investment teams in particular. So I think the AIC's Women's Initiative is helpful because it gives some guidelines and a framework for firms that are struggling with this issue and know that they have peers out there who are thinking about the same things. So it was an issue that was really ripe for the AIC to really put some framework around in order to really help some of these private equity firms that saw the problem but couldn't figure out how to solve it. I think the private equity industry is absolutely committed to gender diversity. And in fact, what's interesting to me is typically when I see the actual portfolio companies highlighted by some of our firms, many, many women CEOs, many, many women in senior C-suite positions. And so while the private equity firms may be lacking in diversity at this point, the actual companies they're investing in across America look quite diverse to me. My advice to young women looking to get into private equity is to look for mentors within the organizations they're in. They could be female, they could be male, and that good things will come if performance is there.